In this video, we will be talking about how to serve others after a major catastrophe, and we will share 5 takeaways from our recent experience volunteering after Hurricane Laura in Lake Charles, Louisiana.
Hey yo, I'm Indigo.
And I'm David Rodriguez.
I am very thankful to have been raised to have a giving heart and a hardworking spirit, and I've been volunteering for many years. This past weekend was one of the most eye-opening experiences of my life, and it was truly an honor to serve.
See, me, living in Louisiana and being from the Caribbean, hurricanes are always on my radar. And when Hurricane Laura was growing from a small storm, I started to get concerned. Not for myself necessarily, but what can I do to help? Volunteering is something that I am always willing to do, and I am not a stranger to hard work.
So knowing these things about us, it was without question that if the opportunity came about, we would be there. My first takeaway from this past weekend would be that volunteering puts everything in perspective. I have been home alone so much recently, just stuck in my head and focusing too much on myself. This weekend truly broke my heart and made me realize that I am not my own and my life is not all about me. I had to do a lot of repenting and get to work. Now that my perspective is shaken, all I want to do is go back and help even more.
See, my main concern going into all of this is that I wanted to help as much as I could, and I didn't want to be a burden to the people we were serving. Knowing that, we prepared as much as we could. My first takeaway is to be absolutely prepared to take care of yourself. We stayed 2 nights inside of our truck, and it wasn't the most comfortable, but we were able to maintain social distance to not only protect ourselves, but to protect them. We brought water to shower, water to drink, to not use theirs. We brought clothing and boots for all types of work because we wanted to help wherever we were needed. We brought and desperately needed insect repellent because Louisiana is basically a swamp, so mosquitoes are abundant. If you are considering volunteering anywhere, make sure that you have everything you need so that you can focus on your task.
Another extremely important takeaway that I didn't think I did very well was being emotionally prepared. In my case, I was so happy with all the work I did on the first day, and I felt like I got so much accomplished. But halfway through, I looked around at all the fallen trees and damaged buildings. I realized that the problem was this big, and what I had done was this big. I also had the opportunity to meet some families that were affected by the storm, and it took everything for me to not burst into tears. My heart was filled with compassion as I looked at all these people we were feeding. The drive through Lake Charles was very intense as well. My advice to you would be to firmly choose to have a positive attitude and bring it with you throughout your time there. Remember that as humans, we are extremely resilient and there is always hope.
See, my second takeaway would be to keep an open mind. You will probably be working with people you don't know, but focus on building a strong team so that you can have the greatest impact possible. Remember to work hard and stay hydrated because volunteering in places with no power and low resources can be very dangerous. You will end up building relationships with the people you volunteer with, and those connections can be very beneficial in the future.
We stayed at a location called Dry Creek Baptist Camp. Not only were they affected by the storm, but they were helping the surrounding community with free hot meals and laundry services. The church we went with tried to give them all the supplies they brought, but they refused and told us to give those supplies to the families they couldn't reach. If you go to their Facebook page, you can see what they've been doing thus far, and if you go to their website, which we will link in the description, you can donate to their cause so that they can continue to serve as well as rebuild.
See, the final point, and we agree that the most important thing that we can do is encourage others to help, serve, volunteer, and know that there is something that you can do. Wherever you are, you can help. People from all over come together and do something to alleviate the lives of the affected people.
Even if you think you have no skill or anything to contribute, there is something waiting for you to be done. So I helped cut celery to feed volunteers and the victims of the storm, as well as picking up sticks and putting them in piles to be disposed of. I would say even a child could do that. And David cut down trees near the road and on the property, which he had never done before. And we even transported ice, hot lunches, and 75 gallons of gas to a small community in Lake Charles. And even if you can't go, but you have the means, you can send money and supplies with the people who will be there.
We will place links in the video description of entities that have people working in the Lake Charles area so that you too can help the cause and be a part of something bigger. And know that hitting the like button helps us, but sharing this video can help others donate and actually go to these places and do their part in making the lives of these people better. Volunteering helps them, but makes us feel really good inside.
Thank you so very much for watching.